I'm Larry from Terra Path. Today we are close to Mount Rainier. We're going to ride a historic train, walk some regal llamas, find a waterfall inside the national park, and check out some crazy yard art. Let's go. Today we travel back in time aboard the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad. The journey begins here in the historic railroad town of Elbe, where trains have been part of everyday life for well over a century. Today, as passengers, we are here for the scenery, but these tracks were originally built in the early 1900s for a very different purpose: to move timber out of the dense forest surrounding Mount Rainier. Every mile of track opened access to the towering Douglas firs, western red cedars, and hemlock that helped build cities throughout the Pacific Northwest. Okay, we have gotten our seats. What railroad are we on, baby?
The Mount Rainier Scenic Railway.
Mount Rainier Scenic Railway. And we're going to roll on down the tracks.
We have a quick safety announcement. Feel free to move around the train today. We encourage you to do so, but the cars do move and rock from side to side.
All right, we're moving along. Slow clip. I hope it starts going faster.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Why?
That's not what this train is about. This is about the scenic journey. It's about enjoying the countryside. And it's old as hell. I'd worry it'd fall apart if we didn't go any faster.
Speaking of old, hey, did you know that President Taft actually rode in this very railroad? Now you do. As we leave Elbe, we will travel 7 miles to Mineral. It's easy to imagine what this landscape looked like more than 100 years ago. Logging camps scattered throughout these forests, and the railroads serving as their lifeline. Supplies, equipment, and workers traveled into the mountains, while these enormous logs traveled back out. Some of these trees measured more than 8 feet across at the base and weighed dozens and dozens of tons. Without railroads like this, harvesting timber on this scale simply would not have been possible.
Got you right here. Ready you are. And there you are.
Okay, so as you just saw, the conductor came through and he punched our ticket. I just want to make note that my ticket was already punched when I met you, baby.
That is really corny, but okay, I appreciate it.
Long before this became the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad, these tracks were part of the historic Tacoma Eastern Railroad. Construction began in the late 1890s as demand for lumber exploded across the Pacific Northwest. The railroad gradually expanded deeper into the forest surrounding Mount Rainier, connecting remote logging camps with sawmills and the growing city of Tacoma. In its early years, these rails carried far more timber than passengers, playing a vital role in one of Washington's most important industries. Today, the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad preserves a portion of the historic Tacoma Eastern Railroad, giving visitors a chance to experience a living piece of the Pacific Northwest Railroad and its logging heritage. As the train rolls into Monroe, you'll find everything from steam donkeys that hauled the logs through the forest to a massive hydraulic handler that moved timber around the logging landings, and even a log bronc, a rugged little workboat once used to push enormous floating log booms on rivers and lakes. This is a fascinating glimpse into the machines that helped build Washington. Despite their small size, log broncs were some of the hardest working boats in the timber industry. These nimble little workboats maneuvered through the floating log booms, pushing, sorting, and corralling thousands of logs before they were towed to the nearby sawmills. Their incredible maneuverability allowed them to climb over floating timber and turn almost in their own length, earning them the nickname log broncs because they bucked and bounced like a rodeo bronco while working. Before bulldozers and hydraulic equipment transformed the logging industry, the steam donkey was the machine that made large-scale logging possible. Introduced in the 1880s, these steam-powered winches used long steel cables to drag enormous logs from deep within the forest to nearby rail lines or logging landings. A single steam donkey could pull logs as far as a mile away, replacing teams of horses and dramatically increasing the speed and efficiency of logging throughout the Pacific Northwest. With our visit to Mineral behind us, it's time to head back towards Elbe. Once again, the train rolls through these towering evergreens through the Nisqually Valley, following the same historic route once traveled by logging crews more than a century ago. Unfortunately, on this visit, the clouds never lifted enough to reveal Mount Rainier. Even so, there's something very peaceful about riding through these forests, where the journey itself is every bit as enjoyable as the destination. And by the way, our tickets for this journey were $80 for 2 people.
It's all from a glacier.
Washington State is home to some of the most productive forests on Earth, thanks to abundant rainfall, rich volcanic soils, and a mild climate. Douglas fir, western red cedar, and western hemlock can grow to extraordinary heights. It's easy to understand why this region became one of the world's greatest timber-producing areas. As our travel comes to an end, it's hard not to appreciate the people who built and operated railroads like this through some of the Pacific Northwest's most rugged terrain. Today, the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad offers more than just a train ride. It provides a glimpse into history, the landscape, and the communities that help shape this remarkable corner of Washington.
And thanks again. Right.
That's a wrap. It's
Not
time
a
to get off the
Chinook.
train. Super good time. This young man right here is a stud. And I
Thanks for
appreciate
coming,
it.
guys.
Thanks. Yep. All right, guys, if you look behind me, you can see where we just came from. That is the train depot we just left. But I really wanted to show you this church. This church is massive. It is 18 feet by 24 feet. It is on its original foundation. Believe it or not, from March through November, they have services here once a month. And this church was built in 1906 by some German immigrants. And I just find it amazing. Inside that steeple, they have a train bell. The cross on top is original. It was made from a local blacksmith well over 100 years ago, and it's still standing today. So this just goes to part of the history that's here in Elbe, Washington.
Here's a really neat hidden gem for you. After spending the day riding the rails, we found one more railroad experience waiting for you in the heart of Elbe. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to spend the night in a real railroad caboose, the Hobo Inn in Elbe offers exactly that experience. Home to Washington's largest collection of restored cabooses, each one has been converted into a unique guest room while preserving much of its original railroad character. Despite their historic appearance, the cabooses feature modern comforts, including beds, electricity, heating and air conditioning, and even private bathrooms with showers. This is a one-of-a-kind place where railroad history and a comfortable night stay come together. The railroad theme doesn't end with the train ride. Just across the tracks, retired passenger cars have been given a second life as unique restaurants and gathering places. Whether you're enjoying a hearty meal at the Mount Rainier Dining Company or grabbing a slice from the pizza car, dining inside these vintage rail cars is another fun way to experience Elbe's rich railroad heritage.
All right, right across from the train station, they have the general store, and we're gonna go see what they have, aside from a big Sasquatch. All right, guys, that's a wrap for Elbe, Washington. We had a great time. We had the train, we got the crazy restaurants, we got the railway hotel, and we got good coffee here at the general store. And in general, they had general things. Let us know if we missed anything in this small little town, this small historic town in Elbe, down in the comments. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.
See you later.
Today, we are headed outside of our base camp of Tacoma, Washington, to the town of Roy, Washington, to experience some agritourism. Just outside the small town of Roy, Washington is Topstall Farm, one of the most unique experiences we found anywhere in the Pacific Northwest. Here the owner, Marla, welcomes visitors to her farm where you can walk alongside trail llamas through peaceful forest trails or learning about these fascinating animals. It's a chance to slow down, enjoy the animals, enjoy nature, and experience something most people never expect to find just outside of Seattle. Before our hike began, Marla explained to us the fascinating history and biology of the llamas. She also introduced us to the herd and explained that every llama has its own unique personality. She carefully matches each visitor with a llama that's a good fit, making the experience enjoyable for both people and animals. Today's walk was 1.3 miles, and we kept our cameras off the trail for many reasons. After our hike, we had a chance to spend a little more time with the animals. We fed them by hand, gave them plenty of attention, and enjoyed getting to know their unique personalities a little better. It was a perfect ending to an experience that was both relaxing and unforgettable.
You've got the boss and the underling.
That is not very nice.
Okay. Samantha, you were warned. You can't get mad at me if you get spat on.
That's why I wore old clothes.
All right. Coming in hot. Whoa! Oh my goodness, you think you're just getting it today. Oh, you lucky girl.
Are they spitting at you? Not in my face though, but the first one I got look at my face.
I had two kind of fussing over a bowl, but they weren't spitting. I was trying to learn to see it, but I'll just stay over here and see if it happens.
So this is the huggy guy.
I don't have anything.
Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you to it because you're now llama expert.
What do you think about that, buddy? Nope, apparently not.
Well, that's it for us, Marla. We really appreciate the hospitality. You have an awesome setup, and we hope to come back and see you again next year. Today, we're leaving our same base camp outside of Tacoma, and we're traveling to Mount Rainier National Park. As the locals say, we're going to see if she's out today, that being Mount Rainier. Our stop at Jackson Memorial Visitor Center at Paradise did not allow us to see Mount Rainier today. Low clouds, cold temperatures, and steady fog completely hid Mount Rainier from view. So back down the mountain we go.
Like I got this whole place to myself. So we just left Paradise, top of the mountain. If you want to work your way up to Rainier, I want to point out Today is June 30th and it's 46 degrees up there.
Is this where we came before?
All right, we're gonna try to find Carter Falls. The sign is a little inconclusive, but it's still raining, still misting, and some people are still wet and probably not happy.
I'm having a bad hair day.
You say you're having a bad hair day?
Yes, I'm having a bad hair day.
All right, we're continuing on. Still raining, and we're climbing. Of course, rain jackets always make you sweat, so that's awful.
This rock begs the question, which came first, the tree or the rock?
All right, still raining. Continuing on. It's a really nice trail. It's wide. I don't consider this trail handicap accessible. See you in a minute. So we're out here at Carter Falls. We finally made it, as you can see, but I'd like to give a shout out to my little buddy in North Carolina, Josiah. Here's my advice to you today, Josiah. You've always been curious. Stay curious. Get outside, stay outside. And this, if you get outside, is what you might see. There it is, Josiah. Nature at its finest. Hence the reason I say get outside and stay outside. Talk to you later, buddy. All right, guys, that's a wrap. We tried our best here at Mount Rainier. We're simply out of time. It's been raining, fog, sleet, you name it. 46 degrees, and it's the end of June. Anyways, we're gonna head back. Thanks for walking with us. I'll talk to you later. Bye. She's hiding back there. I don't know if you can see her.
Bad hair day.
Bad hair day. All right, thanks, guys. See ya.
Just outside of the Nisqually Gate, you'll find this.
All right, guys, we came across a really neat roadside attraction. It's called the Recycled Spirits of Iron Sculpture Park. He takes donations only. We were more than happy to put money in his donation box. We haven't walked his park yet, but we're gonna go through and I'm gonna show you some of these really just neat stuff the guy makes out of iron. And if you're on your way to Mount Rainier, what was this, Highway 180? You know, by one of the gates.
Going to the park then.
Yeah, terrible. Anyways, let's go check some out.
Walking the wild, walking the wild. Don't know why.
Recycled Spirits of Iron is the creation of artist Dan Clenard, who transformed discarded machinery, scrap metal, and driftwood into hundreds of imaginative sculptures. Today, the park continues to grow under the care of resident artist Jay Bechtold, making it a fascinating stop before heading into or out of Mount Rainier National Park. Well, that's going to do it for this week. Man, did we have some fun. I really appreciate you sticking around. If you're still here, you probably like this video. Please reach down, smash that subscribe button. It's free, and free 99 is the best price ever. YouTube seems to think you'll like this video showing up on your screen, and so do I. Hey, see you next week. Team Terra.
Running down numbers that used to